Hello pomade lovers, I'm here to do another review for you all today. This time I've got clay pomade from Pompking in collaboration with Big Wave. A little while back, Hector, who owns Pompking, reached out on a few of the pomade group pages on social media and was asking for people who use oil bases to review a product for him. So I reached out and said I would love to, and I'm very happy that he agreed and sent this over for me to do a review on. So Pompking is best known for doing oil-based pomade. I think, in fact, I'm pretty sure that's all they do. It is all they do at the minute. This is the first sort of clay pomade that Hector's done. And he did mention to me that he's got some other things in the pipeline, maybe a matte paste and some other stuff as well. But as it stands, they're pretty much purely oil-based. So this is their first clay pomade. So if we open it up, it's this sort of light brown kind of a colour, which is sort of typical of clay pomades. The scoop on it is very, very easy, very smooth. Breakdown is very easy as well. Slight stickiness to it that you can feel when you're scooping it out and breaking it down, and then it applies to the hair very easily as well. So, and as you can see on the lid, it is in collaboration with Big Wave as well. Big Wave is owned by Mario and is a German oil-based homebrew company. And so yeah, I was chatting to Hector, and he said Mario was really sort of helpful and helped him a lot with getting the formula down. Obviously, I think because this is the first clay pomade that Hector has done, and he said he's got a really good relationship with all the German home brewers. They buy a lot of his stuff from him. They do sort of like big packages where they buy a lot of his stuff off of him, and so he's got a good relationship with them. And Mario, who has got his own oil-based clay, which is fantastic. I've used that, and that's brilliant clay pomade, and he helped him with the formula. So nice little colour there, and he said all Mario asked in return was that he just put the name Big Wave somewhere on the tin. So that's what he's done. So nice, nice to hear community vibes going on across the Atlantic. I know from my own personal experience of dealing with the German home brewers as well that they are such a lovely bunch. They're so just generous and helpful, and just really they just love what they do and love the community, and massive into their oil-based pomade. So that's nice to hear. So as you can see, yeah, it's applying really easily. It's not pulling out hardly any hairs at all, apart from just a couple coming out, but it's no tug or pull at all really. It goes in really smooth. The scent on it is Egyptian amber and absinthe. So it's got a sweetness to it. It's got a kind of like floral kind of a scent to it as well. But then like the sharpness of that absinthe as well, sort of cuts through as well. It's a very nice, interesting scent. Yeah, I like it. So I think that's about the fourth scoop. I think that should just about do me. Just had my hair cut yesterday as well, so nice to get a review done with a fresh haircut. And I'm gonna wipe my hands on my pumpkin cloth. So the ingredients its first ingredient is petro, peg 40, beeswax, micro wax, and then it's got kaolin and bentonite clays, avocado oil, and scent. So the clay is 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth ingredient in the list. This is a 5-ounce tin, but I think the standard will be a 4-ounce. I think this might be just want to do something up for reviews. The artwork is really cool as well, sort of in keeping with the rest of the Pompking line. It says on the back, it's Paul Estrada who does the artwork. I mean, that kind of, I don't know about you guys, reminds me of Top Cat cartoon. So yeah, it's really cool, kind of just like a greaser cat with a switchblade comb. So it's cool. Right, let's comb it all in. Again, you can see the comb is going through very easily. So I'm applying to freshly washed damp hair, as I always do. I didn't try applying it to dry hair because it's just something that I would never really do. So Hector's described it as a firm hold with a low shine. So obviously my hair, whoops, it's slightly damp at the minute. I would say it's on the higher end of a low shine, maybe pushing into a medium for my hair. Now that is probably due to the fact that I have very, very dark hair. So it shows up any kind of shine very, very easily. And obviously at the minute my hair is damp, which will make it look more shiny. So yeah, I'd say it's on the high end of a low shine. But yeah, you can see it styles so easily. It's very intuitive. It's keeping everything nicely in place. The washability, obviously it is an oil base, it's got petro in it. So when I got it at sort of midway through last week, and I used it every day without washing it out, probably for about 5 days. In the first 2 days, when I did get in the shower, I just sort of put my head, in the water, and it felt like so much of it came out. Obviously then when I got out and dried off, I could still feel like the petro and stuff in there, but I think I've noticed that before with oil-based clays, is that I think because the clay washes out and then it just feels like there's not really much left in your hair, which is good. That then I did notice then as I was going through, as I got into like the 5th day of having it in my hair, that feeling didn't sort of happen as much. But the build-up on this is probably one of my favourite things about it. The build-up is really, really nice and clean. And even when you're sleeping with it in your hair, when I got up the next morning, I could just run a comb through it, and by pretty much, I think on the 4th day of using it, I didn't actually even bother putting any more into my hair, because I didn't even have to put any water in it, and I just ran a comb through it, and it was into the style that I wanted it to. So the build up is probably one of my favourite things about this, because a lot of times if you're using oil-based stuff, especially if it's on the heavier, waxier end of the spectrum, like when you wake up in the morning and you get that bed head, it can be a real pain to get it to sort of cooperate again. But say this, without even having to use any water, I managed to just run the comb through it and get a good style out of it. So that was really, really good. So that's about done. Happy with that. There we go. So that's the starter. So really, really nice and easy to start with. It's just really soft and malleable. But yeah, definitely feels like a firm. 100%. So there we go. Looking pretty good. I did find it styled better with this, the Chicago pick, rather than the metal one that I use quite a lot. I felt like the slightly finer teeth of this just came out with a better style. So there we go. I'll do a little end of the day catch up and final thoughts of it. So yeah, I'll see you in a few hours. Bye for now. Hello, it's the end of the day, so I'm just here to do my sort of final thoughts and impressions of Pumpking collab with Big Wave, the clay pomade. So in terms of endurance, restylability, it's an oil-based clay, so as you'd expect, those two factors are very, very good. Yeah, obviously because it's oil-based, there's no hardening up, there's no loss of hold or anything during the day. It's as you'd expect with an oil-based product, it stays the same as when you put it in. I've put it through its paces today. I have been doing an hour's boxing training, then had a shower, shampooed my hair because obviously I've been sweating a lot doing the training, and then I put in 2 just small licks after the shower, because say I did use a bit of shampoo, so I needed a little bit more to put in there. So that was about 3 hours ago. So yeah, endurance, restylability, fantastic. Washability, if you wash it out after only 1 or 2 days of using it, it comes out really, really easily. If you build up to like 5 or 6 days of build up, which is what I did, it's the same as any sort of oil base. It's going to take a couple of rinses with Aussie 3-minute miracle and all that. But if you're only using it for a couple of days, it actually comes out very, very easily. So yeah, my favourite part, as I said, of this clay pomade is the way that it does build up. It's really, really clean. It stays really, really soft, and because it hasn't got really high wax content, well, it has got beeswax and microwax in it. They're not like too high up in the ingredients list. It doesn't. You guys know what I mean. I mean, if you use heavy and even some firm oil-based, when you start to build them up, they just get so hard, and even just to even wet it with water in the shower can just be like getting the comb through it can be a real pain. I wore this, as I said, for I think about 6 days, and I didn't get any of that. It was just stayed really smooth and really soft the whole time. So that's probably my favourite thing about this. Then again, so in terms of the shine, a lot of oil-based clays, they're not going to be as matte as water-based clays. So if you love that really matte look, you're not going to get that from this. If you're used to oil-based clays, you know that they do have slightly more of a shine to them. The only one that I've really used that doesn't really have any shine to it is Grand Classics Texture Balm. But any other oil-based clay pomade I've used does have a bit of shine to it. So, but it is a low shine. And it's a different kind of shine that you would get from just a straight oil-based pomade. It's hard to explain. It's like with an oil base, you get that like greasy kind of shine. This has got shine to it, but the shine has got a bit of matte to it. It's hard to explain, but it's not like the kind of shine that you'll get from an oil base. But there is a low shine to it. It probably looks shiner in this video because I've got a light right here. And I'm right in front of the window. So I would describe it as a low shine, which is what Hector was describing it as. So yeah, that's about it really. So overall, a fantastic product. Just thank you again, Hector, for sending it out to me. I've thoroughly enjoyed using it. It's all I've been using for the last over a week since I got it, and I've loved using it. Scent's lovely. The scoop and application is a dream. The build up is a dream. Yeah, there's not many like oil-based products that you could use day in, day out for nearly a week, and they still feel like nice and clean in terms of the build-up. So I know quite a few of you have already picked this up, but if you haven't, I would recommend it. Yeah, show Hector some love, show King some love, and grab yourself a tin because it's nice stuff. All right, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.